So this video is all about the DJI Ronin S and some accessories that I think you should consider picking up if you're running a heavier camera setup like it is being shown to you here. I have the Canon C200 with the 16 to 35 millimeter version 2 on it, and it is perfectly balanced. With the weight of the Ronin S and the C200, it can become heavy. Well, it actually is extremely heavy. So how is it that I manage using this in the field? I'm going to show you some accessories. The very first thing that I want to highlight in this video are these NATO rail mounts that I have attached to the Ronin S's handle. These are made by SmallRig, and they're super affordable and super useful when it comes to attaching a handle or anything like that. You can see here that I'm using a SmallRig monitor mount with a Pro Media Gear NATO mount, so I screwed that to that and then I mounted the monitor to it. And now I can quickly detach the monitor per my needs by just loosening up the NATO clamp, and there we go. So with that, I want to talk about the other side of this, because I can add an additional handle. The additional handle that I have is the Pro Media Gear handle. I literally just mount this on here, and I have another handle. Super sturdy, super strong. So I have another handle, a monitor, and I'm able to kind of use my C200 in that fashion. This is something that you should consider if you're running a heavier setup for the DJI Ronin S. Moving on to the base, this is really simple. You literally just need this Manfrotto RC plate. So I can take this and remove the handle and move it onto the next thing that I have. So I literally just attach this here, and I can quickly remove the tripod legs if I can get it to connect without doing the clamp. And as you can see, it's really easy to do just by one hand, and then I can place it down anywhere. Let's talk about the fourth axis of stabilization, so the up and down motion. 3-axis gimbal stabilizers don't really do well with that, and you have to kind of learn how to walk and stuff like that, but I have a tool that I really want to highlight in this video that works extremely well for balancing out the fourth axis, as well as giving you some relief because it's holding most of the weight of the camera and the gimbal. So let's take a look at it. This is the Glide Gear DNA 6002. So it's a refresh of their 6000. And it's a vest mounted arm. It is spring loaded that it can adjust the tension and everything like that. So the arm itself connects to a belt that's connected to a vest, and it allows you to stabilize the fourth axis, giving you that buttery smooth footage. So here's the adjustable tension here, and you have another one on the other arm. So you have two really strong spring loaded elbows allow you to adjust tension across the payload of what you're carrying on the vest. The vest here is adjustable, so you see the arm mounts on either side, so it's ambidextrous in nature, and you can also adjust how far you want the vest to go down on your waist or how low. So with this, you can pull it out. It's pin loaded, so if I load it down and push it into that pin, this is going to be lower down on my waist or however long. So it adjusts to different body types. The only bad thing about this though is that it's hard to adjust without a second person. If they could do a better job with these adjustable Velcro straps around the vest and the waist, it would be much better. I literally had to loosen everything up, and then I kind of tightened it, and then I had my wife come and help me adjust it to where it needed to be. After you do that, it's set in kind of stone, so you're not going to be adjusting this on the fly, and it's not going to be conducive to having second shooters use it. But the vest in and of itself is really strong. Padding and stuff around the back is okay, but it will cause you to sweat a lot. But they tried to combat that with this type of material that's kind of aerated, so it allows you to kind of allows your skin to breathe a little bit, but it doesn't do a very good job, and you still are going to sweat with it. So looking at the vest, you can see that the aluminum is on the front and has a really thin profile, so you're not going to get any irritation after extended use, and that's a good thing. There's padded stuff around here that you can have either resting on your waist or your stomach like I have here. It's 6 points of contact, so 2 on the shoulders, 2 around the mid-back, and 2 around the waist. It has ambidextrous mounts for the arm, so left arm and right arm, vice versa, however you're watching this video, and it is secured rather simply. So you take the arm, and I want this one to be on my right arm, so I'm going to take it, mount the 2 prongs in, got to loosen up this, and then let it sit down, and then tighten it up. So now I have the vest and arm connected, and you can see that these are really tight depending on how much of tension you want on these. So I'm adjusting the tension on the top elbow and the bottom elbow, loosen it up so I can kind of get some more play in the arm. So this vest and arm come packaged with a ball head that allow you to mount this on top, tighten it down, and this has 360 degrees of freedom. You can see that. I did take some time to mount the RC thing that allows me to go from the tripod on the Ronin S legs to this. So let's go ahead and get that mounted here. And you can see I did that all by myself. Now I have a pretty substantial setup that works really, really well. So I'm balancing the 4th axis while I'm walking and all that goodness. So now I have this arm here, my monitor here, so I can track my subject. So you're probably wondering what the footage looks like, as I would. I'm gonna shoot some standard 24 frames per second footage on the Canon C200 while I'm tracking a subject and all that type of stuff. And I'm also gonna shoot some 60 frames per second and slow it down to conform to a 24 frame per second project, which is gonna be shown here as well. I'll annotate that down in the corner of the video so you know exactly what you're looking at. Before I close, I wanna disclose that Glide Gear was kind enough to send this DNA 6002 to me for testing and review. Without them, this whole thing would not have been possible. Also, all of the links for everything that has been shown in this video will be linked in the description. So if you want to check for the most accurate pricing and availability, hit those links. Shopping through them, they're my affiliate, and it costs you nothing, but it helps me a ton. Let's go ahead and hop into some sample footage. Feel free to leave me a comment down below what you thought of the sample footage that you just kind of watched. That about does it for me in this one. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I'm Tomas, and I will catch you in the next one.